Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Paisel and I am discussing mastering self-management and let's see here, instead of relying on others to reward or punish, direct, set goals, or to provide feedback, we must learn how to manage our own behavior. As a college student, this is a critical skill to develop in preparation for their careers and in the real world, business and organizations. The first century Roman philosopher, author, statesman Lucius Seneca said that he is most powerful who is powerful over themselves, has the most power over themselves. The major change that occurs for students would happen after graduation when they get to their jobs, their first jobs, as they won't have much structure and they'll have little direction and structure from their bosses, so it'll be most difficult for them to adjust to their situational behaviors, self-management, and whatnot. Behavioral self-management is to learn from our own behaviors and then deciding what we want to achieve and setting up an appropriate system so that way we can manage to set up goals and rewards and controls. Let's see here. Cognitive focused behaviors, strategies for self-management work together best. The cognitive focused strategies for self-management are more mental, how you think about it. Behavioral is how you act about it. And behavioral self-management works best when paired with effective thinking, gives a sense of self-control. One of the guidelines, the bottom line to self-management process is to pinpoint the specific behavior that you want to change and maintain, keep track of it, frequency and duration, other dimensions of interest, sometimes self-monitoring itself is sufficient for change. If you want to change, sometimes you can just change it a little bit and it'll stick. Sometimes it won't, but sometimes, most of the time it will. Sometimes it depends on how dedicated you are to fix it. Modify the cues accordingly. Say if you're working on homework or you're studying and being bombarded with text messages or getting phone calls, one possibility to fix that or to modify it is to maintain turning your cell phone off or turning it down to a silent ringtone. That way you don't hear it, it's not bugging you, it's not flashing at you, notifying you that you got a text message or a phone call until you finish your homework. Modifying the consequences, establishing reward punishment system is a good way to manage good and bad habits and contributes to change and reinforcement of actions when they're encouraged. Getting up 30 minutes earlier every day. You can reward yourself with possibly going to your favorite restaurant or something on a Saturday. It's just a self-rewarding process to reward yourself for doing something good, or if you're doing something bad, maybe you won't eat breakfast, maybe, I don't know, it becomes a mental thing. Reordering behavior. Sometimes we may come across tasks that need to be done. We may avoid them just because we don't want to do them, taking out trash, studying before exercising, so that way when you exercise it's a reward, and studying can be a punishment for I wouldn't say not exercising, because it gets your mind off the work and kind of like a little reward. Make lunch before you go to bed the day before, that way you have lunch for the next day. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? Rehearsing these actions, just repetitive. Keep it going, keep it up, try to motivate yourself to do this. Check the behavior. If you need to modify some things, change a few things. And implement the plan. Let's see. What did we learn from this situation? In order to self-manage when we learn to self-manage ourselves properly, we will learn to be able to have others learn from our teachings. As long as we can manage ourselves properly, we can bestow others to help manage themselves, help them be able to become a productive person in society. Or, I mean, it's not more of that. It's to become a good worker, to become somebody that is has a very good work habit, very good structure, rewarding themselves, punishing themselves if they don't do something in a certain period of time, or to give themselves dedication to work. Alrighty, this was my presentation of self-management. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing some more. Thank you.